Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Tay Talks Positivity. This is your girl Tay, ready to help you get your work week started with some positive energy. On this podcast, my goal is to share with you every week an affirmation to help you start your work week off with positive vibes and good energy. I'll also be sharing with you how I plan to use that affirmation in my journey towards living a positive lifestyle. Every week, I'm going to set a goal that I wish to achieve by the end of the week. My hopes is that you too will set a goal to reach, whether it's by the end of the week or sometime in the future. Together, we can all achieve success. This week's affirmation is I love and forgive myself for me. As we all know lately, I've been trying to focus all my energy on things that are positive. Every morning, I read a daily scripture, I read a motivational quote, and I do my daily affirmations. I've come to believe that the energy a person puts out into the universe is the energy that they'll get back. Our energy plays a major role in our spiritual growth and in our everyday social interactions with others. We've spoke about how our energy and vibes rub off on people that we interact with. We've talked about not being so hard on ourselves when we're going through transitions. Like I've told you before, all this is new to me. I'm no professional when it comes to motivational speaking. I've literally just adopted living this new lifestyle positivity this year. As a matter of fact, it's been about 2 months that I've been manifesting and using affirmations in my daily routine. And I already can see and feel the difference it's making in my life. In the past, my negative mindset kept me from seeing a lot of things. It kept me from living my life to its fullest potential. I would give up on things because of doubt that they would work out in the long run. Then, when they didn't work out, I would be so hard on myself for failing. This week's affirmation, I love and forgive myself for me, is letting us know two things. The first thing is that we have to learn to love ourselves before we can love others, and before we can allow others to love us the way we need to be loved. Now ask yourself, do I love me? I asked myself that same question and had to sit with it for a while. I had to really think hard before I answered it honestly. If I had to ask myself the same question when I was younger, the answer would have been no. I got picked on a lot when I was in elementary and middle school. I've always been a big girl. I was born 10 pounds and 9 ounces. So kids would make fun of me and call me fat. They would make fun of my dark skin, calling me black and making a whole bunch of jokes. But because of that, I started not liking who I was because of how other kids would make me feel about the way I looked. Because of that, I grew up not really caring and liking people. Let's be real. After all, how can you like or care for other people when you don't even like and care for yourself? As I got older, I took a look in the mirror and I realized that I had allowed other people's thoughts about me to affect the way I saw myself. It turned me into the exact opposite of who I really was. I became angry. I wouldn't let people in. I'd let people make me feel like shit. I didn't stand up for myself until one day I started telling myself, what other people think about you doesn't matter. I started telling myself that I was beautiful. Girl, fuck what they talking about. Your pretty chocolate skin is sexy and your thick thighs and hips are captivating. Ain't nobody else gotta like what you look like. I told you all about my depression, How in the past I would allow my depression to get the best of me. How I would turn and run away from people that wanted to be there for me. And how I would turn to drinking just to numb the physical pain of my depression since I was already numb emotionally and mentally. Because I let my depression get the best of me, I would be hard on myself just for letting it. I would tell myself that I was better than that and I wasn't raised to hold my head down and let life get the best of me. There were things that happened to me in my past that weren't my fault, but I blame myself just because I allowed those things to happen. Which brings me to the second part of this week's affirmation. I had to learn to forgive myself. It wasn't my fault that other kids teased me, and it wasn't my fault that people did things to me that hurt me physically, mentally, and emotionally. I had allowed other people's actions toward me steal my joy and happiness. And I realized that I had to forgive myself for letting people have so much control over my well being. Once I did that, things that would easily anger me no longer did. I found myself starting to let go of a lot of anger and hate that I had let build up over the years. Once I was able to get that chip off my shoulder and I started focusing on the positive things in my life shifted. Now, don't get me wrong. As positive as I try to be, there are some things that I still battle with, and there are some days that are harder than others. But I try to stay focused on the fact that the good outweighs the bad. I keep pushing to be happy and reach my goals. When it comes to being able to move forward in life, holding on to the things in our past that have hurted us can hold us back. Blaming ourselves for our past and our old failures can keep us from moving forward and being successful. Once we love ourselves and forgive ourselves, we can open up so many doors when it comes to the possibilities we have to overcome and achieve our dreams. Now repeat after me. I love and forgive myself for me. I love and forgive myself for me. I love and forgive myself for me. My goal for this week is to try something new. Now, I'm a creature of habit. I have my daily routine that I like to try to stick to so I don't have any surprises throughout my day. I also like the things that I like. Now, I'm not really big on trying new things, but how will I know if I actually dislike or like something if I don't try it? I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and do it, even though right now the idea of it is making me a little nervous. I challenge you to set a goal for yourself that you wish to achieve. Whether it's a big goal or a small goal, put together a plan that can help you reach that goal. Allow yourself to be surrounded by positive vibes and good energy. And if there's something or someone negative that shows up and tries to bring you down, repeat your affirmation and allow that aura of positivity that you have around you shine bright. You never know. Maybe you can change their perspective. This is your girl Tay. Always remember, affirm it, apply it, and achieve it.